hell are we? I found a picture of a log flume and was like, yeah, we should definitely go. I haven't been on a log flume in a really long time. Let's do that. And we've ended up at some sort of maybe amusement park that is about water, or a teardrop, or this is Asatamu Rando. There's a lot of kids around. We don't have any kids.
But there ain't no pets.
Yeah, you can't have any pets. We walked about over a bridge. Whatever we're doing is free at the very least. Just gonna walk in. There's an information desk. I say we steer clear of that. This is really therapeutic. As a control freak, all of these need to be on this side. Get out of here! This is my life. Gotta find the right way to go through. So now you're looking at footage of the back of my head. We've come to the sound promenade, and one of the things here is this gigantic wall. Eric is sitting next to another one that is across the pathway, and you can hear us very clearly, even though I'm talking at like a normal volume in the opposite direction. I feel like we're escaping prison.
I do not fit, dude. Wait, that's it. My feet are not on the ground. Oh shit, the wall is there. I didn't think it was ending.
So it's not ending. Wow, we got a long way to get out of prison.
Go down.
Oh shit! Can you even do that?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay in prison. Watch this shit. He's out. Here's your ticket for the log flume.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. They weren't having my shit.
So, we're on a log flume in the park now.
This is what I came for.
It was 300 yen per person to ride this little log flume, and my guess, based on what I've seen so far, is that we are on Splash Mountain without the mountain. I fully expect to see some like racist bears singing music or whatever like on Splash Mountain. That's what's going on, right? That place feels weird, right? Am I right? So just me?
Is that Briar Rabbit?
Yeah, like there's a bear and a rabbit.
It's just hillbillies chasing rabbits.
Yeah, I just feel like I wandered into the wrong town. I shouldn't be here. Yeah, this has that vibe. What's going on there? Is that a titty? Is that a titty?
On its face?
Yeah, it's got a face titty.
Face titty, yeah. That one's got a face dong. It's been drinking the sake. That's actually quite a feat to make that out of wood. Maybe not like
They're lynching something. Yo, I told you we were in the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm glad we're getting out of town, man.
This is a bit of a peculiar place in general. The park is free to get into, and in that instance, in that case, it is incredible. It's an amazing public park.
Yeah.
Lots of things for kids to play on, lots of like just cool little nooks and crannies. If you were a little kid or you had kids, this would be an amazing experience, especially since it doesn't cost anything to get into.
Did I talk about how they do a lot of things that it costs nothing for them, so they make sure that it costs nothing for you?
Okay.
So like they have all that sound equipment, and they have like the jungle gym, and it probably doesn't take them much money to keep those things up, so they don't charge you for those things. You get to have fun on things because it's simple for them to keep them up. And there's a variety of those things.
But I mean, there still is upkeep for the grounds and things, and our guess is that this is not a publicly funded thing. I think it's funded by a company. I think it's funded by Oldska, which is like a drink company manufacturer. They do snacks and distribution and stuff for like sodas, and they have vending machines.
They have a building next door, that's why we came to this conclusion.
And also all the water imagery and stuff just makes me think that that's what's going on. So like the entire thing, like for the community, this is an amazing place. You can come up here, have picnics, you just can't bring your dog. But like everything about this is really, really cool. And then there are some activities you can pay for, like the log flume, which drew us in. And the log flume experience was strange. There were two courses. There was the Tanuki course, and
which was the first one that we did that was kind of slow and easy and through a tunnel.
Creepy.
And creepy.
It was creepy. There were things getting lynched.
Tunnel.
They were dropping them in the water. Like it was weirdly like violent in a way. I don't know. It felt like they were making a really B-rated version of Splash Mountain for real.
Yeah.
And like how it's kind of creepy, and you're like, I'm in the wrong neighborhood. That was all going on that ride.
Yeah, I would say it had a high creep factor on that side, but then on the other side, for the adventure course, that was good. I personally wish we had just gone on the adventure course had I realized that's how it worked.
Yeah.
But I sit there and I think that this park is doing a very good job for making people have an enjoyable time with their family, so I don't mind putting
a little extra cash down.
A little more money into it.
Yeah, I mean, even the parking was free and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I used the toilet, that was great.
I think we're kind of children, so we kind of enjoy things like that. But if you had kids and you were in this area, like I would put this down as like, come here for sure. It's really cool.
Go there and have a picnic.
Especially if they're kids that are like elementary aged or younger, they would really appreciate it. I think if you brought a 14-year-old here, they'd be like, what in the hell?
Huh? Just gonna play some video games till we're done here.
Yeah, if they're 14, bring the Switch.
Holy crap! I think it's messed up that they charge $300 for the slow throw, like upway, and then you get that excitement on the way down. They really, I'm really glad I saw that old lady.
This one's not over.
And this one isn't over. What's going on here? These are not evenly weighted. Maybe that one's for like a calmer ride and it says it. Maybe?
I didn't notice.
I didn't notice. Saw a sign on the side of the road. There was a picture of a pony. Drove up a weird road, found ponies. Now touching ponies, and more ponies will come.
So we saw that pony sign, and then we went up the hill, and there was an old man there, and he was just this friendly old dude, and he had some ponies, and I was like, can we take some pictures with these ponies? And he was like, take some pictures with the ponies.
He was like, hold on, let me get the other ponies out. I'll take the other ponies out, tell you all the names. It doesn't matter, I only care about Andy. Andy is 2 years old and has the softest nose I've ever touched.
And it turns out that it is, and we didn't really talk to the guy very much at all. He didn't really talk to us. It wasn't awkward, it was just quiet. And it turns out it's like it's a nonprofit for a therapy horse like thing. So you like, I'm not sure under what context it is or anything. I didn't feel like bothering the guy. He just sort of seemed like he was there cleaning up pony poop. He was like, whatever. But yeah, it signs up that say, you know, we do therapy ponies. And I feel better now. Do you feel they work?
Yeah, it worked. I could go back and get some more of that nose, like right now, you know, re-up.
Kurumi?
I think Kurumi.
Oh.
Lucky.
Lucky.
Andy.
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 What up, Andy? Oh, Andy.
No, Andy's the one you're petting. Good to meet. We're in a tiny little village, I guess, and there's something interesting we're gonna go check out. But coming through here, I noticed that there's a little, one of those little vegetable and fruit stands. It's this. It's a car. It's got no wheels. Like, it's just on blocks. And they just opened the back of it and wrote 100 yen for the vegetables, and there's some lettuce and some onions. It's a pretty cool grocery store.
At the amusement park we went to this morning, we looked on the map, and the map showed a whole bunch of things that you can do in the area. Hang gliding was one of them. Thought that might be a little too complicated for a let's do this today. We weren't able to ride any ponies, so I feel like they couldn't hang glide us on a 1 day's notice. So we decided to go to something that said earth pillars. Didn't know what that meant, typed it into Google, found a map, and now we're standing in front of an amazing geological structure that is a national monument here in Japan. And it turns out that the structure behind us, which essentially is just that the earth formed in a way and then got eroded over millions of years. Is that correct? Does that feel about right? So it got eroded by water and other things, and it's turned and created these pillars. There's only 2 other places, one in Europe and one in the United States, where you can see this, and it looks really cool. We sat down, we had our fika, we enjoyed the view. Now we're gonna go stand on top of it, because apparently you can walk all the way around and get on the tippy top over there. But sadly, when we do that, you don't have any footage of those things. It would be really cool if we could like put the camera, we are in Japan, we probably could, put the camera over there and then walk to the other side and you could see us waving, but we don't have any sort of controls that would allow us to do that.
I don't think Bluetooth, like a phone, would connect to it from that far away, you know?
So, yeah, I'm a bit bummed about that now that I've created this great image in my mind, but that's the way it is. We're gonna go run around and try not to destroy the geology. You know those videos where the girls are talking like this, and this is a pine cone. Sounds like this. I'd be terrible at those videos. This is nice though, I'll keep this. Can you take these back as omiyage? This is very soothing. Although, if Ryan had this, he would annoy the shit out of me with it. The view from up here is a lot better than expected. This may very well be our last time to have udon in Shikoku. We have come back over the Kagawa prefecture line, and I'm starting to feel like you shouldn't have udon outside of Kagawa. There's so many places here to have it. Sanuki udon is, I assume, from here, and it just feels right. We had some in Tokushima, and it felt like I was cheating on the prefecture, so I've learned my lesson, and I'll stay within the confines of where I feel comfortable. At this location, which is one of the only ones that's open outside of lunchtime hours, they're open till 8, so we're having dinner udon, which also feels wrong, but I'm really happy they're open. I had trouble deciding what I was going to get because Eric found out that they have a tempura half-cooked egg, like a soft-boiled egg, which just looks amazing. I'm very excited about it. I guess I should say I'm jealous because I chose not to eat that. I chose what's on the menu. It looks exactly like that. And I'm excited to eat this kakiage. That's what this big ball of fried stuff is. I know there's onions in there. I can tell there's satsumaimo in there. There's medium-sized shrimps. These aren't baby shrimps. I thought they were baby shrimps because I didn't realize this was going to be this big. When you look at the picture and it's small, these look tiny. But when they bring it to you and it's gigantic, they're medium-sized. Totally excited about this. Feel like I have chosen the right... The thickness, there's kabocha in there, Usually these come with onions and carrots, so those would be standard. I'm seeing a lot of onions. I am going to get that right there. Looks like some pea or some sort of green item. Good onions. I feel good about my choice to have gone with what the chef recommends. They put it on the front of the menu. You should probably try it. They have, I ordered it atatakai, which means hot, and they bring you the soup to the side. And we had another udon, the one that we had in Tokushima, and that they poured it out of a jug. You get a personal jug here. And just pour it on. Down inside they've got some goma, some ginger, and some daikon bits for you to wiggle around and try and make your favorite concoction. Oh my goodness. There we go. Sanuki udon. Much better than last time. And I think that my rule of Kagawa being the place where you have Sanuki udon is the rule. I'm gonna follow that for the next 24 hours. Maybe we'll have another one. I highly doubt it. I don't know. I'm kind of sad about that.
I'm all in. Usually we wouldn't talk about our meals if they're very similar, but Katie hyped this egg so hard that I thought I would share exactly what it is. My meal is a little bit different because I just went with like a tempura meal, and it is just kabocha and some shrimp and some different vegetables and stuff. And I threw this guy on the side because you gotta get down on a half-boiled tempura egg if you can. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in a little bit of sauce, see what's up with the insides. I expect it to be half-boiled. It's half-boiled. It's so good, tempura. It's so damn tasty. Really good batter. It's not like a heavy flavor or anything. It's more about the texture in that case. And the other thing that this is special about is that we got sudachi with it, which is like a little citrus that's from Shikoku, or from Japan at least, but it's famous around here. And that is one of these guys that you get to just kind of spray into your soup. And let's see if I can identify. It really sits between lime and lemon. Like, it's really sitting there, which I guess if you wanted to experience this and you don't have access to one, get a lime and get a lemon. You basically got that. It's sprayed. You know you're in a classy joint when you don't have just one faucet. You got two.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Santa Lucia is playing right now. It's so weird, and it sounds like a lullaby. Like, I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep.
Whoa, pony van.
Liking, commenting, and subscribing teaches YouTube how to help more people find our videos and is super appreciated. We also have a Patreon, which is the major source of funding for these videos. If you'd like to help us make more, consider checking it out. If you'd like to contribute outside of Patreon, you can do so through PayPal. Everything is linked below.